The Washington Commanders came to Baltimore looking for a measuring stick. Well, they got one, and it may not be the results that they were searching for. That's because the offensive line continued their struggles, and that was going up against the Baltimore Ravens here at the Under Armour Performance Center. And everything's becoming very clear for the Commanders. They're going to have a lot of work to do to shore up things on their offensive line. Today, going up against a physical front for the Ravens have their way. They were pushing Washington's offensive line around. And if you're some of the players who were coming off the field, they were very frustrated about the results.
Not good enough. I interpreted game-wise, you're down 21-0 to start off flat. Just can't afford it, man. Like, the margin for error in this league is just too slim, man. And like you can't afford to play catch up all game, bro. I like how we finished, but why not start off that way? Why not, start off hot out the gate? There's no excuses. Everybody's tired at this point of the year. Everybody's body's hurting. It's training camp. You're not supposed to feel good. But that's how we started this. That's how you win 5 games. And we gotta be way better. Communication, man. Just like continue to communicate at a high level. Play to play. They say play to play before it happens all the time, right? Like see what's happening before, and that starts with me. I'm a primary communicator. I have to be better too. If somebody doesn't get something, then that's on me. It doesn't matter. So we all just gotta take accountability, look ourselves in the season is a couple weeks away, and we start off in the division. So like I said, the margin of error is very slim, and if you're not on top of it now, man, like you can't wait till you in the fire to realize it's hot.
Now, the number one priority for the Commanders is the protection of Jaden Daniels, their star quarterback. Well, today, the Ravens were collapsing the pocket, and too many times he had to get rid of the ball earlier than he would have liked. So overall, if you're Washington, you have to do something about the interior portion of your line. Now, today's recap could be a painful assessment because everything started off great out here. You had the nice sunny weather. There were some people in attendance. I think there was more family and friends. But everything seemed on the up and up. And then when the drills started, you had one-on-ones and Washington's wide receivers were going up against Baltimore's D-backs. And the wide receivers more than held their own. You didn't get a lot of work from Terry McLaurin, but you saw Antonio Williams making play after play. Jalen Lane was making some great plays. And this was against, Kyle Hamilton's and also, Wiggins for Baltimore. And Kyle Hamilton, I will tell you, looked like a special player. He looked like the best player on the field today. I mean, he was that dominant. But Antonio Williams did have some success against him. So you saw some things that were positive for Washington. And that's when it seemed like the energy shifted and the Ravens just started to have their way with this team. Today they gave a lot of work to rookie Matt Goldman in the middle, and I thought he did okay. He did a lot better than Julian Good-Jones, who had his struggles today as well. They brought in DJ Humphries, and that's more of a sign of just bringing in some depth across the offensive line with a veteran player, but it's not exactly what you want when you're 2 weeks away from having your opening day game against the Philadelphia Eagles.
A little dust off. Fun being out there with the guys, man. I miss it. Honestly, my job is to do whatever the team need me to do. I'm not looking at it me righting the ship or nothing like that. I got 1/11th of a job, and whatever time I get to do that 1/11th, I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability to try to help the team in the Cal win. It's so funny, like seeing these young guys. One of the guys came up to me today and was like, "Man, early in my career, I was watching. I said, hey man, don't say that out loud anymore, right? You said it to me and I heard you, but it's so cool to watch all these young kids." Look like babies in the face, but they're giants and they're just running around throwing their hands, and it's like they got so much growth that they can do, and they're so receptive. Everybody seems super receptive to the old man trying to tell them something. So it's been real cool. The first 2 days, it's been nice being around the guys.
Now, on the defensive side of the ball, there were some plays that were made. Mikey Sanders still had an interception and had a pretty decent day, but they were without Adafe Owe. They were without Kaylavon Chasen. So 2 of their main edge rushers weren't on the field.
I think when we're going against our offense like almost every day, you kind of get a little feel. So going against a new offense, now you're getting new looks, different looks, maybe first time seeing a certain look, things like that. I think it is a little bit, but I think there's still a long way to go. The biggest goal for me is just keep getting better each and every week. I see improvement, but I still see like there's so much stuff to work on, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Now, cut down day will be on Sunday, and there are going to be a lot of players who are going to be waiting by that phone to see if they get the call. And I think Washington's going to finally have some good problems that the good football teams have. And that may be some surprise names that are going to be left off the 53-man roster. And we're going to have a lot more that we're going to be dissecting as far as this offensive line play, as far as some of the injuries on the roster. But my biggest closing point is just going to be very simple. It's the biggest takeaway from Baltimore, and it's, can this offensive line consistently protect Jaden Daniels when the regular season begins in just 2 short weeks? So we're going to have a lot more that we're going to be going over the next couple of days. Cut down day again is here on Sunday. We'll find out who's going to be on the final 53-man roster. Do some of these unheralded players get the look that they've deserved? Some of them have outplayed some of the mainstays, and we'll see what the Commanders brass will do going forward. So here from Owings Mills at the Under Armour Performance Center for ESPN Radio, I'm NFL insider Lake Lewis Jr.